So we're going to be dividing polynomials. Now before we start with the dividing polynomials, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example of how the long division works. So whatever number is first, or whatever we have at the beginning of the division sign, that's going to go inside of the little house. So we're going to make it inside 9, 3, 5, 8, 6. And then whatever we have after the division sign is whatever goes on the outside. So we're going to ask ourselves, 5 goes into 9 how many times? 5 goes into 9 just one time. Then we say 1 times 5 is 5. And right here what we do, we're going to subtract. So we're going to say minus. 9 minus 5 is 4. Once you get that, bring the next number down. Same process, 5 goes into 43 8 times. 8 times 5 gives us 40, and we subtract. 43 minus 40 is going to be 3. Bring down our next number. 5 goes into 35 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. So that gives us 0. We bring down the next number, which is 8. 5 goes into 8. 1 time. 1 times 5 will be 5. We subtract. That should be 3. And bring down the next number. 5 goes into 36. 7 times 5 is 35. And this is our remainder. So our remainder, we're going to write it down as, you can either put R1, or the answer could be as 18,717 and 1/5. This is the way we're going to be doing our dividing polynomials. So we're going to have whatever our remainder is, we're going to put it over the fraction. That means over whatever we're dividing, whatever we have in the outside. But for this one, I'm going to show you guys kind of a shortcut instead of doing it the long way. So again, it's the same thing. Whatever we have in the beginning, that's going to go in the inside. So it's going to be m squared minus 7m minus 11. On the outside, we're going to have the n minus 8. So the first thing that you're going to do, once you put it into the little box, what we're going to do is take out one of the exponents. What I mean by that is we're going to say 2 minus 1 is just m. So just bring the m by itself at the top. If it did, whatever number we have right here has to go on the top. So in this case, it's an invisible 1. So we're going to say 1. Once we bring it up, cross it down, and say 1 times negative 8 will be negative 8. But remember that we have to subtract. That means that whatever number you put right here, just change it to make it the opposite. So it'll be a positive. Negative 7 plus 8 will be what? Negative 7 plus 8 is going to be what? This number, 1 what? 1m. This number, whatever this number is, just bring it up here. So plus 1. 1 times negative 8 is going to be negative 8. But again, we're changing the sign to make it to a positive, so we're going to add. Negative 11 plus 8 is going to be negative 3. This, whatever number you get at the end, this is our remainder. So the way we're going to write our answer for this one is going to be, let me put it in red, like that we don't get confused. So m plus 1 minus 3 over whatever we're dividing it for. So it'll be m minus 8. Whenever you take the test, it's either going to look like this, where they're going to have it in parentheses, or it's going to look like a fraction. Remember that a fraction means division. So again, we're doing the same thing that we did over here. So we're going to put it in the box. We're going to say n squared plus 10n plus 18. On the outside, we're going to put whatever we have at the bottom. So n plus 5. It's an invisible 1, so we're going to start with the first number. This one goes up here. So once we bring it up, just cross it out. Sorry, I forgot to put the letters. So bring the letters first, then bring that number. 1 times 5, it's going to be 5, but we're changing it to make it the opposite, so it's going to be minus. 10 minus 5, it's going to give 5. Whatever we have right here, bring it up. So it's a positive 5. Once we bring it, cross it out. 5 times 5 is 25, but we're making it the opposite, which is negative. So 18 minus 25 will be negative 7. This is, again, our remainder. So the way we're going to write our answer for this one is going to be n plus 5 minus 7 over whatever we're dividing it for. So it'll be the n plus 5. Now for number 20. Number 20 is a longer one. So what we're going to do, again, whatever we're starting with, we're going to put it inside of the division, the little box. So 50k3 plus 10k squared minus 35k minus 7. On the outside, we're going to have whatever's after the division, so it'll be 5k minus 4. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to bring up our letters. Just remember that you have to take away one of the exponents. So it'll be 3 minus 1 is k2. 2 minus 1 will be k. And then this is an invisible 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0, so we don't need a letter right there. Now this one's going to be a little bit different just because we have a 5 right here next to the k. In this case, we have our invisible 1, so we just brought the number up. This, whenever you have a number right here, remember how we did it right here? How many times does 5 go into 50? That's what we're going to ask ourselves. How many times does 5 go into 50? That will be 10. Once you bring it up, cross it out. We're done with that one. Then you're going to multiply 10 times whatever number we have after. So it'll be the negative 4. 10 times negative 4 will be negative 40, but right now we're doing the opposite of it. So we're going to change it to a positive 40. 10 plus 40 is 50. Again, we're going to say how many times does 5 go into 50? That will be 10 times. So plus 10. Once we bring it up, cross it out. 10 times negative 4 will be negative 40. But again, do the opposite of it, so it'll be positive 40. Negative 35 plus 40 gives us 5. Positive 5. How many times does 5 go into 5? We're going to say 1 time. 1 times negative 4 will be negative 4. Opposite of a negative 4 will be a positive 4. So negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. This is our final remainder. So the way we're going to write our answer for this one is going to be 10k squared plus 10k plus 1 minus, because it's a negative, 3 over whatever we're dividing it for, right here, the 5k minus 40. So this is our final answer.